Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get better recoil on console in Rainbow Six Siege. So there's many factors that actually depend on your recoil control. That it varies, and one of them, I want you to actually, before we get into anything, I want you to realize that you have 26 bullets in your magazine. You have 26 bullets in your magazine, and you're trying to control the whole magazine. When it's obviously the recoil control is gonna get worse the more you hold it down. Guess what happens with any other gun? So let's say a cog twitch, which I cannot control. Look at this. I cannot control that. If you come to this bot over here, let's see how many bullets it takes to shoot, kill a person with the F2 in the chest. 3 bullets and they die, right? So that means you're only gonna hold it down for if you hit every shot, you're only gonna hold it down for 3. Look, that's very easy, especially when you sieqe with beacon. It's really easy. So I want you to put that in perspective, right? That you may not be able to control it, but it's only 3 bullets, 4 or 2 bullets, depending on the attachments of the gun. Anyway, that actually comes into my next point, is it depends on your attachments, right? So we have a 2.5 on Twitch right now, but if we go with our 1 times, and I've also got flash hider on, if we have a 1 time, let's see how well I can control this recoil. It's a lot more consistent, right? More in the middle. There's not really any jumps, and that's because it's a 1 time, so you're not looking through a 2.5 times scope, where for a longer distance you're gonna have to control the recoil. So it depends on your attachments. Let's say I change flash hider with extended barrel, so I have literally nothing that helps me control my recoil. Let's see if I can control this any better. I can control it, but at further distances I'm not going to be able to control it that much. You also need to put in perspective, is it worth having an extended barrel, as it increases your damage? So let's see. Okay, I hit headshot on accident. No, it only does an increase of 2, and you still have to hit them with 3. So do you want to put damage first instead of your recoil control? You have to think about that. So let's look at all these attachments in perspective of what they do. Flash hider reduces the speed at which the muzzle moves upwards while shooting. So let's not control. I'll take the muzzle off, and let's see what the recoil control is for the F2. So let's start right here. So it's usually a straight up line, right? So if you put a compensator which reduces the horizontal movement, will it make that much of a difference? Not really. Look, from this it's quite a straight line except from this one outlier, and this one's about the same. So if you try to control this, you have to pull straight down. Then you have to pull straight down a lot, right? But if you put in a flash hider, let's look at this. There's more bullets in the spread of just going upwards, which means it's doing less of the work for you. So if you try to control this, it's more consistent in the area, right, compared to the compensator, because it doesn't really do much. And you can do this for any weapon. So make sure that your attachments are correct. I have an attachment video out on my YouTube channel, and I'll link that in the description. It'll be at the end of this video on the end screen. So I want you guys to look at those and just pick what attachments the most suitable for you. Personally, I would be running the under barrel for the laser, obviously. That gives you such a huge advantage. Flash hider, depending on the gun, or compensator. You don't really need a muzzle brake unless you're using a pistol. or like a DMR, but again, it doesn't really matter. Suppressors, again, these got like buffed ages ago, but they don't really matter. Extended barrel, there's only a few weapons you want to use extended barrel on. I can show you those. It's the Commando, and Zero's weapon, and Brava, because they all do about 50 damage, which is really good. That's literally 2 or 3 bullets. But let's take another weapon that's hard to control, Ella. I've got Compensate on this. Let's do the same thing. Oh, you can only have these. Can't even take the grip off. But let's take the muzzle off and let's just go horizontal. Let's remove this. There's a lot more horizontal recoil, so we can balance that out. Let's put on a compensator. More balanced out, but it's still a lot. So if it has a grip, you've got all these 3 different grips. Angle grip's technically useless now, unless you're using like an SMG11 or something that doesn't have a lot of a magazine. But it's still useless if you're playing smart and playing patient. You do not need that. Horizontal grip, I would only use if there's literally no recoil in the weapon, like an MPX. It's like the only weapon I use it on. And vertical grip, classic, is just the same as a flash rider. Look, there's still a compensator, there's still a bit of horizontal, but it's still closer together, so let's control. Again, my recoil control for Ella, not the best, I'm not gonna lie. You can see that. However, if you find the perfect attachments that fit well with your sensitivity, let's go with the MPX. Literally a 0 recoil gun. It's literally on the fan. I don't even have to move my joystick. I'll move my joystick into it in a minute. Slightly move your joystick and you can control it. Right. But I said attachments that fit well with your sensitivity. So let's move on to the next point. Your sensitivity, right? One of the big factors is your FOV. So I put on 85, because I think that's the best for me. But if you put it on 90, the higher your FOV is, the easier it's going to be to control sensitivity. I mean, control recoil, not sensitivity. Control recoil. However, you'll like all the bodies will look further away. So that's why I put on 85 instead of 90. But let's look at 90. Again, no recoil. Again, I'm using like a no recoil weapon. Let's use that Ella, who's struggling to control. About the same, a bit better, I would say. But with Ella's, you only want to shoot like 16 bullets, and you can control. After that, it just gets out of hand. Look, I'll reload. The first 16 bullets or something, it's alright. And it starts getting out of hand a little bit. And that's how you control the Scorpion recoil. But everything matters. Let's say I play on 60, obviously no one's going to play on this because it's literally useless. Unless you're a beginner. Oh my gosh, look how zoomed in this is. I can't control it at all. It's horrible. Can't even see half my bloody screen. My sensitivity feels weird. So finding the FOV that suits you. Personally that's 85 for me. I think a lot of people use 80 till about 90. So it's up to you. And also finding the horizontal, vertical, ADS, all of that fits well to you, because again it might not be about the recoil control, but it might be about your aim as well. If your aim is horrible, then that's kind of your fault as well. I also have a video on how to find your perfect sensitivity, and I'll leave that in the description at the end of this. So 2 videos you guys want to watch before changing your recoil control. So I'd let you guys look at those. Anyway, that's basically the end of this video, is how to get no recoil. There's a lot of factors that depend on your recoil control, so you want to make sure you look at the other videos. I'll see you guys in the next video.